What's up, Scrappy Peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill. What's inside the magical box today? We are playing with the Let's Stay Home collection. So this is another episode in my Buy It and Try It series. I think we're up to number 8, if I've counted them correctly. So this collection came out last year, with all of the staying home that we were doing and we are still doing. And I was really excited because the colours I feel are very me. There is a little tinge of green, but I'm going to work with it and I'm going to make it work. So I got the whole collection from Love to Create, which is an Aussie retailer, and I think I've almost used all of these, those circle embellishments. They were my favourite out of the whole collection. I really liked them because they were chipboardy, but they weren't too thick. I find sometimes that chipboard can be a little bit too chunky for my Project Life albums, but these were a really nice thickness. So these photos are from 2019. I'm getting caught up. I'm almost finished my 2019 albums now. I've been filming a lot and I've been working on some couch scrapping as well for Patreon. I've got one album left to go as I'm recording this, and I'm hoping that will be done mid-March. I'm giving myself about 3 more weeks to get that album completely finished. We'll see how we go. But I was very pregnant with Violet at the time, as you can see in that top photo. So for this collection, of course, there's no journaling cards, so I decided to just make some out of the 6x6 paper pad, and I'm just doing it in full Inkie style, just measuring using other photos because my paper trimmer requires too much effort from me. You guys know the drill if you've been here for a while. A man riding by on a horse wouldn't be able to tell if your card is slightly wonky. So I only needed 2 4x6 backing papers and then one 3x4 card. And this photo here, I decided to do something a little bit different and put my date across the bump. And I really, really love this. When I was flicking through this album the other day, it just really caught my my attention. So sometimes I forget to be creative with my my dates in my project life, and so that's something I'd really like to do this year. I used to do it a while ago, but I kind of just got into a habit of putting them onto a label sticker and just plonking that on. But this year I really want to try and, play around with photos, put them around the edge of a plate or in the sky, or who knows where I could stick them. But just to have a look at my photos and see if there's any for the week. I don't know if this was the first photo taken of the week, but it was one that I thought would work well for my date card. Doing a few little enamel dotties, and then I just overlapped one of the big ones over the edge. I just find big enamel dots so challenging. I don't know what it is, because I can handle a large circle embellishment, but there's something about enamel dots. I feel like they're too, I don't know if maybe it's just because they're one colour, whereas an embellishment has, often a word or an image on it. I just struggle with it. So next up, I've got this little photo of Arch, and this was his first time using scissors, not proper scissors, but you know how you can get child scissors that are just plastic and can literally cut barely anything, or there's the children's scissors that do have a bit of a blade. So he was getting a little bit frustrated with the completely plastic ones, so I bought him ones that had a bit of a blade to them. And Lord help us, he loves them. He loves them very, very much. A little too much sometimes. We haven't had any haircuts yet. I'm waiting for the day when I turn around and Violet has like a mohawk or a mullet, just via Archie's hair salon. It will happen one day, I think. So I'm using the letters now. This pack of letters I absolutely love because there's so many. There are so many letters on here. But one thing I find challenging are when alphabets include both upper and lowercase, because sometimes my teacher brain just won't go away, and I find it difficult to do things that aren't grammatically the proper. I can't even talk, so that's great teacheriness, isn't it? That aren't. I don't like putting capital letters in the middle of words. That's the best way to put it. And sometimes I struggle to use up alphabets that have both lower and uppercase. And so this was good because it was the start of the using the sticker pack. So I knew that I had lots of options and I could use the words as I want to in whatever case I wanted them to be. So here, this is our old house, and I miss this. Every afternoon, Archie and Aaron, or Archie and I, would go down to our mailbox and check for mail, and we can't do that at our current house. Our letterbox situation is a bit awkward to get to, and so I think these photos are something. It's strange. It's such a random, trivial little moment of the day, but it's something that I really miss. And so this is my challenge for you this week. So we chatted a bit about challenges, and you said that you would like a challenge if there's one that comes from the video. So my challenge for you this week is to record 3 very trivial little things that you love about your day. It could be something as simple as sitting down with a nice cup of tea in the morning. It could be something like the view out of your work window, or it could be something such as your warmest, fuzziest pair of socks that you just got out of the dryer and are nice and warm on your feet. Something, just a tiny, tiny little part of your day, and document it, because those things, they change, and your socks might get a hole in them, and then you might need to replace them and never be able to find the fuzziest socks that you once had. But in all honesty, things do change, and it's nice to look back on not just the smiling photos of people's faces, but just the little moments. I think that's why I like Project Life so much. And if I ever had to, God forbid, if I ever had to give up all paper crafting and only keep one artistic avenue, I think it would be Project Life, just for the sake of the little moments that I can get on film and document. So this next photo, this week was a really good week to choose for this collection, because we had taken a lot of photos at home. I was quite ill at this point with some pelvic issues, so I wasn't going out. We weren't going out and about to the shops and walking around. This is all pre-pandemic, and so I was able to use a lot of the homey kind of things, like the home club and home life on this one. And I think that's the trick. Sometimes when you have a themed collection, you can get a bit stuck in trying to leave it for the perfect photos that will match the theme. And sometimes you've just got to grab it, go for it, stick the things down, stick what you love. And whatever doesn't work for those specific photos, there were a lot of phrases in here that I don't know if I'm going to have photos to match. I'm going to wait until 2020's documented, and if I haven't been able to use them, then I'll probably de-stash them. But there's a lot of things like about video chats I can see there in that sticker pack, and distance learning, and things that just didn't really apply to my situation, and so we'll see how we go. But this is a great one if you're documenting everyday life in the last year and a bit. This is another thing. So I really struggle. Something I struggle with are cups of coffee ephemera bits, because I don't drink coffee, and Aaron drinks coffee. Aaron loves coffee, but I don't typically photograph his coffee. Maybe that's my trivial moment that I should photograph for this week, so that I can use a coffee kind of icon. But something I did appreciate with this collection is that they had just a mug, so I could pretend it was a tea or a smoothie in this case, and it had a bit more flexibility. So this next part, I am also just pulling some labels from my stash as well. Ooh, by the way, if you don't follow me on my second channel, or if you're a new subscriber and didn't know I have a second channel, it's called Let's Get Inkie, and it's got art journaling and journals and traveler's notebooks and a little splash of planners and organising and all sorts of bits. I'm actually uploading 2 videos today because this one was meant to go up last weekend, but poor little Vi has been sick, so I wasn't able to record the voiceover and get it up. But head over there if you want some more inkiness today. Oh my gosh, he looks so little here. So this next one, we had a lot of pajama days because why not? Why not? Pajamas, I think if there's anything that society has learned in the last 12 to 15 months, pajamas are awesome. They are a very comfortable work attire that a lot of people have embraced this year. I've been embracing the pajama work attire for many years and it's really nice. But this is the finish of this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It does help my channel be found by new inklets. And I will see you all very, very soon with another video. Have a lovely day. Bye.